Welcome to a Patriots Point War Story. I'm Melissa Buchanan. We frequently interview non-combat veterans visiting Patriots Point to hear the other side of service in the military. Mr. Fisher, what was your experience in the military?
Ordinary is a good way to put it. I served in the United States Air Force from 1978 to 1992. I was a munitions expert. That role largely responsible for the care and maintaining of munitions for aircraft. And so we would store them, inspect them, and deliver them to the flight line for use on the aircraft. I was first assigned to Clovis Air Force Base in New Mexico. I was there for 4 years. We flew the F-111 fighter bomber there. I was in the munitions inspection role. Munitions had a service life, and we had to inspect them to make sure that they were always serviceable. Then I went to school. I was in the commissioning program in Madison, Wisconsin for 2 years. So then I was sent overseas. I went to Elconbury in England. I set up their safety training, and I taught everything from explosive handling safety to nuclear weapons safety. There were nuclear weapons stored at that Air Force base, so we did, this was the time during the Cold War. So we maintained nuclear weapons. We would inspect them, train how to transport them, handle them safely, things like that. The base had U-2s, or the TR-1 it was called at the time. And again, this is during the Cold War, so there were active missions going on, but again, my role was just to support those missions. And then in 1987, I rotated back to the States, and I worked in trailer maintenance. It wasn't a very glamorous role, but trailers are the way we move munitions, so it was kind of an important role to ensure that munitions get moved from storage to inspection, from inspection to the flight line, or from the flight line and back. Command and control for all the operations in the bomb dump. During that period of time, there was Desert One, there was the Grenada invasion, we bombed Gaddafi, there was the first Desert Storm. We deployed a package to Saudi Arabia. I was a mobility officer, so I helped marshal the aircraft and marshal the munitions equipment that we used to send overseas. We was there for the invasion of Panama, and I came back and supported the delivery of munitions to the aircraft that flew out from our base to Panama and then flew missions out of Panama. Again, I wasn't personally involved. My role was to support that role. Obviously, the real heroes are the folks that are in the front lines and are, facing the enemy one-on-one. Those guys, the courage and bravery, the sacrifice is unquestioned. But there takes a whole group of people to make that happen. Everything from cooks to, flight line support, to, munitions support. So, yeah, there's a tremendous amount of effort to make sure that those, frontline fighters can do their job. It's not very glamorous, but it's a necessary role.